Tuukka Rask has opted out and is heading home. So yeah, he's left the Bruins and he's gone ski. Wearing the Sagan jersey, the only Boston jersey that I have. I always like the bear on the shoulders of these ones. These I've always enjoyed the bear. Boy howdy, some of the vocal online Boston fans. Man, that's just it's not everyone that is a Boston fan that is like this. Clearly, it's not everyone, but Jesus, some of you guys just crazy out there throwing Rask under the bus. He's decided to go home. Obviously, there's not too much details, but it doesn't seem to be a surprise by Sweeney's comments, the GM. The Bruins, he pretty much said, look, I'm not surprised this has happened. So obviously there's been conversations that have gone for a little bit. His head doesn't seem in it, and I think he's probably made the best decision if his head's not in it. It's always better to... It's a sign of real maturity to say, look, I'm not in it. The team's better off going with someone else. And if you don't have that ability to play at 110%, especially at this time of year, usually this time of year you're off playing golf, but this time of year being the playoffs, then you shouldn't be holding a roster spot to someone who can do better. And Halak, showed today that he can do better. I don't know whether he can hold on to this the whole time, but if you're miserable and your head's not in it, this is the smart play to make. A lot of players in this situation can be quite selfish in trying to sort of keep on and keep it moving. Nick Haynes in the AFL, I remember in the grand final, said that he was fine to his coaching staff and then pretty much injured himself within the first 30 seconds and became a liability for the whole game in the final game of the season to declare who's going to be the winner. So it's those sort of things where in your head that you can really go chasing the cup, and as fans, I understand why the Boston fans are kind of like, whoa, no, this is how dare you leave now? I kind of understand that to a small degree, how dare you leave now? This is when the team needs you most, but the team doesn't need someone that doesn't have his head in it, and we don't know what's going on at home. I know that they just had a new child in May, 3 kids, could just be missing them. There could be other things at play here. There's a whole host of reasons that could be look, hockey's just not the most important thing in the world. Plus, players have really got to, think about things for quite a while at home, and maybe, this might even be it for him. I don't want to sort of throw that out there too much in the sense that, this might be it, but it could be. It could be that, he's just missing home and just doesn't have the heart to go on the road as much anymore. Also, looks like, as per Chris Johnston, he is able to come back. So, in the conference finals, when the family's allowed to come after they get tested, he might be able to come back and play. Now, whether that will go down well is another story for another day. But he could come back. One thing I did want to say is that he hasn't had the Stanley Cup success as a few people would expect him to have. He's been able to get to the Cup final a few times, but just not able to get that win. And sometimes it gets pinned on him, but he really is the most successful Boston goalie of all time, which is just boom, mind-blowing. He has the most wins in regular season by 40. So yeah, it's quite a fair bit that he's ahead of most of the goalies. And I know they play more games, and I know there's a whole other thing there. But yeah, .922 save percentage is the best regular season save percentage of anyone that's played a multitude of games. And in the playoffs, he's just about the most winningest goalie. If he would have stayed this round and they were to win, he's too short of the record. He's been great for this franchise. You just can't say that he hasn't been anything but amazing for this team. Yeah, the only record, and he's second overall in shutouts. Tiny Thompson has 74 in 468 games, which is just Jesus Christ, every 6th start, that dude got a shutout. There's so much in Boston Bruins goaltending history that just is just so fascinating to what they've been as a team. Either that they've got rid of goalies that have then gone on to do good things, or they've there's just so many stories in regards to them, and this is just another chapter in that. But, for the fans, just calm down. I don't get why all this stuff is being thrown out. If a guy's head's not in it, you don't want him there. honestly, you don't want him there. He's done this club a solid for a very, very long time. He's been the go-to goalie outside of that Tim Thomas year where he was just absolutely lights out and pretty much won them a cup. It's been his show, and yeah. Anyway, guys, just wanted to make that quick video, sort of get it out there. What do you guys think? Do you think it's right that a player, should opt out now if they haven't opted out at the start? Like, is this a decision they should make at the start, or is it, something they can progress and go on? I mean, circumstances change and your mood changes and a few other things, come up in between when you're away, and the first week's easy and then the second week starts to get harder and the third week you start to be like, okay, this is starting to set in, and yeah, you don't want depression and all those things rearing their head. Not saying that's an issue here, but you can just start to piece a few dots together that, like, yeah, there's one of like maybe 3 things that could have happened for him to go home. It might be that he's just fallen out of love for the game as well. I mean, he's 33 now, so it's starting to get up there. I mean, usually I think we'd kind of like to see players get to 34, 35, 36 before they start sort of going down that road. But, like, yeah, if you're not in it and you don't want to do this training anymore and everything else, this might be Rask. Like, this really might be that is an option. But I guess we'll find out more in the next coming weeks and months on this. But yeah, just want to make a video. If you did like this video, hit the like button. Otherwise, hit subscribe. We're up to 140 now, so really do appreciate everyone who has jumped on board and watches the live streams of the games when we follow them. I think tomorrow there's a game at 4 a.m. my time. I'm thinking about live streaming it, so nothing official yet. We'll kind of see how I feel tonight when I go to bed, because 4 a.m.'s early. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. See you, and bye.